My name is Brigid Duffy. I'm a sophomore and my major is life science. I'm also part of the Army women's soccer and lacrosse teams. My mom, she went to West Point and my dad, he did ROTC at Canisius. And they ended up meeting in the Army later after they both graduated. And then we ended up living on West Point. So I was here for about 4 years when I was a younger child. And I kind of grew up in this environment. I went to Army football games. I've been around all Army sports, and I knew about the military at a young age. During my search for colleges, I wanted something where I could pursue my academics at a high level and my athletics at a high level. So I was originally committed for lacrosse. I heard about an Army soccer camp the following summer, so I was like, maybe I'll go try it out, see what it's like, see if the coach would even allow me to play 2 sports possibly.
I had no idea who she was. I didn't know her story prior. She showed up to our winter ID camp and I looked at my assistant, Tori Ball, and I said, who's this kid? And we both looked at each other and said, that name sounds really familiar. And we looked at our notes and we said, oh my goodness. She sent us an email that said, hey, I'm committed to being a women's lacrosse player, but I would love to do both. And so I called Coach Tumala and I said, hey, there's a kid that's coming. She's already committed. She's your player, and I just want to get your thoughts on seeing, would this ever be something you would consider?
Coach Chow and I talked about it and she was like, she actually can play. And I'm like, well, she seems like a true athlete. So if you feel like she's gonna give to your team and provide to you guys, then by all means, I'm never gonna say no to someone that wants to live that dream.
We started having conversations with Brigid and her family and said, hey, let's make sure we connect all the dots with Michelle, lacrosse, soccer, and us, and the admissions. I mean, it was a no-brainer, I think, for us.
Being able to be a part of 2 teams here and have 2 separate families, 2 groups of friends is just amazing. I mean, the support that Coach Chow and Coach Tumalo have given me is unlike any other college would give me. It's very heartwarming to me knowing that while I'm away from one family, one team, I have support from the other.
She makes everybody around her better. And you can see it whether she's on the soccer field or the lacrosse field. And then you just see how she integrates with both teams. I mean, she finds time in our off season to still hang out with her teammates and in now the lacrosse off season to hang out with her teammates there, and just how great of a person she is. So just such a good teammate.
She's the hardest major here and does very well in it. And she has a well-rounded balance of friends, school, sport, life.
I do my best to balance. I mean, freshman year was definitely a little bit more of a struggle than this year just because I was getting acclimated to West Point academically. But this year it's been a lot easier. I think having my parents both coming from military backgrounds definitely helped me growing up within my standards. They were very strict, but they were also fun to be around. So just being able to grow up in that environment and have that support, but also support to know that we're doing the right thing is just good. And coming here, I feel like the standards are very similar. People are supporting you, but they want to support you in the right way.
She's a full package. It's kind of like a sensational athlete that doesn't always come around, Like, she's gonna be remembered by West Point for a very long time. There's not many Brigid Duffys out there.